God ditches religion. Religion seemed a bright idea at the time. God has realized it has been a nightmare. God thought it would bring about peace. God has witnessed only arguments, conflicts, and wars. God hoped it would solve problems. God has seen it create insoluble, intractable ones that have split families, separated friends, divided communities, and fractured the world. God believed it would inspire people to love. God gasps, watching it produce quite the opposite. God intended it to bring life, and God has seen it instead suck the joy out of faces, the compassion out of hearts, and the laughter out of communities. God wanted it to promote forgiveness. God has grieved as so many people end up feeling worthless, being told that they're born sinners, struggling, crushed by guilt. God conceived of it to liberate us into life. But God views us as prisoners, captured, chained up by religious leaders, bound with their rules, expectations, traditions, and requirements. God formulated it to instill in us a humility, and God watches it instead spawn so many arrogant and manipulating hellfire preachers ranting and raving about what they claim are God's laws. God gave it to guide us, not to judge others. And God has observed it, raising generations of finger-pointing, interfering, and condemning believers that have made other people's lives a misery. God watched people write about it and claim they were writing God's words, even when they were writing about wicked and outrageous events and making damaging and harmful claims. God expected it to help us attain paradise on earth, and God's horror has been incalculable as so many unimaginable atrocities have plagued the earth in the name of religion and, worst, in God's own name. God has decided that the world would be so much better without religion, and so has decided to ditch it, end it, finish any association with it, withdraw completely from the whole vile business, and leave behind the absolute mayhem that men have made of it. And instead, God invites us just to love each other and love the earth that God has given us.